Twitter is one of the largest social media platforms in the world, with millions of active users tweeting everything from what they had for breakfast to entertainment and critical topics like politics. Today, Twitter remains the best platform to share our thoughts and ideas, and connect with millions of people. But that wasn't always the case. The story of how it came to be is a fascinating tale of envy, scandal, and painful betrayal. The history of Twitter's remarkable creation is full of deceit, drama, ugly power struggles, and a lawsuit. The controversial story of Twitter's real creator is intense and scandalous. The full details of the events that took place then are somewhat sad and heartbreaking. Audio, its rise and fall. Before Twitter became a powerhouse in the social media space, there was Audio, a podcasting company founded in 2005 by Noah Glass and Evans Williams. Before the launch of Twitter in 2006, Audio was going through a rough patch. The company was struggling badly because Apple and Steve Jobs released their podcasting platform, which signaled the end of the road for Audio. Audio founders were desperate to find a new direction. They decided to buy back the company from their investors and acquire the rights to a new company project. The buyback of Audio from Charles River Ventures and other investors was successful and led to the formal creation of Obvious Corporation, a company created to develop new products, which includes Twitter. The wholesome Twitter idea. During a brainstorming session at Audio, Jack Dorsey, an employee at Audio, proposed an SMS-based platform to Evan Williams, Audio's co-founder. Jack Dorsey, a computer programmer at the time, pitched the idea of a new social media platform where people could post short, real-time messages and updates about what they were going through at that moment. This innovative idea was quickly embraced by Evans and his co-founder, Biz Stone, who saw it as an opportunity to leave their failing podcast business and start afresh. Subsequently, Jack received the go-ahead to spend time working on this new project and develop it more. As the messaging concept evolved and began to take shape, the Audio team worked tirelessly to bring Jack's vision to life. The sad story of Noah Glass. Twitter was created in 2006 by Biz Stone, Evan Williams, Jack Dorsey, and Noah Glass. They were all members of the Audio team. One of the county founders, Noah Glass, was born and raised in California. He was a software developer with a keen eye for creative innovation. Noah played an integral part in the Twitter origin story. Audio CEO Evan Williams put him in charge of the Twitter development project. Glass believed in Twitter's potential and undertook the Twitter project with passion and determination. He was responsible for helping the team to develop the platform's earliest versions. Noah is often called the man that introduced the concept of Twitter to Audio. After all, he is credited with coming up with the original name, which was called TWTTR, as well as the second and current name, Twitter. At that time, the trend sometimes for new companies and services was to remove the vowels in their startup name to gain a domain name advantage over competitors. When it was time to launch the new company and its product, Noah Glass was left out of the founding team despite being a key member of the Twitter development process. Although the full details of what transpired are not fully known, some rumors suggest that Noah Glass was struggling with addiction, emotional instability, and mental issues. Glass' behavior and mental state began to deteriorate. He became very erratic and was known to lash out at his co-workers. Glass's unpleasant behavior caused problems within the team, and Jack Dorsey reportedly approached Evans Williams about it. In 2013, Jack Dorsey was asked if he threatened to quit unless Twitter pushed out and fired Noah Glass. He responded by saying, "I didn't give an ultimatum. I didn't have that leverage. Ev made his decision." He further said, "Ev asked me, should we let Noah go? And I said, I don't think I can work with him in his current state." Evan Williams announced he was going to fire Noah Glass because no one wanted to deal with him. Shortly after, Noah got fired from the company. And this led to him filing a lawsuit against the founders a few years later. The lawsuit that changed Twitter's image. "I do know that without me, Twitter wouldn't exist." These were the famous words of Noah Glass following his sack from Twitter. In 2011, Noah Glass filed a lawsuit against Twitter, alleging that he had been pushed out of the company and left out of its eventual success. Glass claimed that he was the real creator of Twitter and that he deserved credit and compensation for his immense contributions. The highly publicized lawsuit turned into a nightmare for Twitter, and through the court's ruling, they had to acknowledge Glass's importance to the creation of the company and its product. Both parties reached an out-of-court agreement to resolve the case, and there are reports that Glass received substantial money as compensation. Glass's reputation was also affected by the lawsuit, with some people accusing him of trying to capitalize on Twitter's massive success. The lawsuit served as a reminder that not all startups are stories of heroism, and there can be dark and shady dealings behind the scenes. This lawsuit also exposed the ugly side of the tech industry, highlighting the power struggles and politics synonymous with Silicon Valley. Although Twitter has moved on from the lawsuit scandal and continues to grow massively as one of the best social media platforms in the world, the controversial story behind its creation has not been forgotten, and it will always remain a big part of its history. The aftermath. After Twitter and the resulting lawsuit, Noah Glass struggled to find another gig in the tech industry. He started various projects that failed, and he found himself struggling financially. Despite his struggles, Glass continued to advocate for his contributions to Twitter's creation. He believed that his original vision and designs were critical to the success of the platform and the growth of the entire social media industry. His famous quote goes thus: "There's something I want to reiterate. You're trying to look for the full story. Some people have gotten credit, other people haven't. The reality is that it was a group effort. It required the immense contributions of lots of people, and it would not have been possible without them. Whether or not there are individuals who get credit or don't get credit may be irrelevant. It was a collaboration, and it was almost a collaboration that came out of necessity." He further said, "I didn't create Twitter on my own. It came out of conversations. I do know without me, Twitter wouldn't exist, in a huge way. But the same is true without Jack. And to some degree, it's true without Evans. Evans was involved. Biz was involved more than Evans. Evans wasn't involved at all in the creation and launching of it. He would come in, and we would talk occasionally. I think during a lot of the time, he was working on the idea of buying back Odeo. I was working on Twitter, and very intensely." Sadly, Glass passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy often overshadowed by the success of the platform he helped create. The lesson from the story. The story of Twitter's creation is a deep and complex one. This social media platform's origins filled with creative innovation, hard work, and dedication. However, it is also tainted with deceit, betrayal, and heartbreak. From Noah Glass's dismissal from the company to the lawsuit he filed against them and won, the story of Twitter creators is a painful reminder that success often comes at a cost. The fight between Noah Glass and the other Twitter founders has since been resolved. However, the sad events that transpired behind the scenes will always be a part of Twitter's history. The story of the real creators of Twitter is an eye-opener to the importance of interpersonal relationships. The complex, complicated history of Twitter can never be overemphasized. So while we celebrate its success story and that of other social media platforms, we should never forget the stories of the humans behind them.